It's a pretty boring map, to be honest.
I think so too. Yes,
I
actually.
don't like it a lot.
And actually, it's not so much the nomad part, but it's just the forest. There's so many trees, so you can wall yourself in and boom. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
let's see.
think on top of that, the map is so big, right? That's the other thing. Like I don't know, I don't know if this is a normal map size or it's bigger, but
It looks
it
like
feels too big.
it is pretty big. Yeah, it is size 8 players, so it shouldn't be like bigger in tiles, but it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a lot of action. I guess that's my
Yeah.
problem with it early on. But anyway, I don't want to be a downer and say, hey, this map sucks.
Okay, so
I think positions for Poland.
Okay, so there's one line starting with green Anfo. Next to him is Dziam in gray. Then there's Buniek, and then there's Remy. They're more or less in the corner in the south. And then in the very east we have B. Myers, and then yeah, there's a line of players in the north for the United States. So north against south, basically.
The Polish players got better positions.
Who
B.
are
Myers.
you looking at right now?
So, I mean, B. Myers and Whack are sharing the same deer and boar patch.
All true.
So
Myers
that's not going to be too good for them.
doesn't have any deer close except for the ones next to Whack. Yep. No
Yeah, exactly.
boars either.
The Polish players actually have every single one of them has their own resource.
Yep. Patch. Right, then.
We'll see. B. Myers is kind of close to the Chinese players here, but usually it's very hard to contest Chinese, to contest resources against somebody who's already faster than you.
Yeah. Himself is Mayans. They're not bad, obviously, but China has such a big advantage with the 6 starting villagers, obviously.
Yeah, you're still 3 villagers behind or so.
And it adds up. You gather the wood and the food faster with those 6, and yep. Okay, let's take a look at the other players. There is Influenza in purple. Yes, he has some gold, not too close, but he has food. That is important in the beginning. Lots of sheep and deer and boars, somewhat close.
Yeah, look at Raiden's position. That's a really good position. He's going against the Spanish player basically.
Green, yeah.
And that's ideal for your Chinese. You want your Chinese against your Spanish because Spanish are the slowest. They're the slowest civilization, basically.
Economy-wise, here, definitely.
Out of the 4, and Chinese are the fastest one. So
it's a good match.
Yeah, you can build up on that advantage, and you can explode on him either in early castle or in mid castle after a little boom. So that's a really good matchup for them.
Yep. Between them, though, there is sort of a choke point. I mean, you could wall from the forest to the cliff and then onwards to the next forest. So they can wall if they want. And yeah, it's always like this on Land Nomad. I think we will see walls, but then, yeah, Green needs to make sure Hassan doesn't really use his advantage over him. Okay. In between, let's check the other flank maybe. Between B. Myers and Remy there is even more open space there between the forests, between red and orange. I think there's gonna be some action. It's not easy to wall for Remy at all here against the US.
Now B. Myers, like I said, has... Remy shouldn't be looking to wall. He's the guy playing aggressive against B. Myers, and B. Myers has little resources. He's got one boar that he should be hunting soon before the Chinese player takes it.
Yes.
And that's basically all
yeah.
his hunt.
it is kind of far for both, a bit closer to B Myers. Yeah, so he should definitely take it. That's really the only one.
Yeah. Now, if you look at the populations,
Yes.
it looks like the American team is a little bit ahead, especially when you compare WAC, who's the Mongols,
Yes,
to
on 9.
Green, who's the Spanish. Basically, the two civilizations without a real economy advantage. Well, the Spanish have the faster town center, but
yes, no, but I think there must, yeah, something went wrong there for Green. He is 2 population behind everyone else. Yes.
Yeah, and like I said, when you compare that to Raiden, who's Chinese and who's 5 to 6 population ahead, he's gonna be in trouble unless he manages to wall off.
It is even 6, 14 villagers against 8. That is huge.
Yeah, but Whack on top of that looks like he had a great start because he's Mongols and he's keeping up with the Mayans and the Persians. So that is really good because Mongols obviously they're better than all the civilizations later on. Their only disadvantage is that they're slow, and he somehow managed to get a good start.
In the very beginning they are slow, but then when they can really make use of the hunt, then they catch up.
Exactly. But he's not even behind population wise, so that's great news for the American team.
It's a good start. 13, 13, 14, 17 for the US, and we have now 18, 15, 14 and 11. So yeah, Anfo is really behind. Also, looking at blue, at Bunyak, he is facing the center of the map, so he will be vulnerable too. Maybe he moves his economy more towards the back later on, but I'm not sure. Yes.
Very open in the middle of the map. Not much room to wall. Well, there is, but it would be a big wall.
Yeah, I think except for B Myers, the US can really wall, and Poland is somewhat open, except for Remy. Yeah.
Actually, if you look at B Myers, it's interesting. Whack actually gave him the deer, and he went for the farther deer patch, which is I think a good decision for them. And on top of that, you can see B Myers. He's already walling off, which he really needs to do against the Chinese. So I think they're playing well on that side. They're making the right decisions.
Yeah, definitely a good choice here to offer those deer to B Myers, because apart from those, it's not so great. Okay, maybe I can change the point of view to Whack or whoever. Get the chat from the United States. Apart from that, wall going up from Influenza towards the center. Yep, this stretch is walled. Apart from that,
that's a funny wall. He needed to wall farther out, kinda.
Actually, true. He could have reached.
If they want to do a team wall.
Yep, should have reached the cliff.
Yeah. It's hard to communicate that, right? When you don't really see the entire map, From his point of view, that looks like a good wall.
You don't have a scout. I think this is the biggest advantage. Yeah. I mean, you can get a town center and then you play, right, HCHC or whatever it is, but you don't have a scout. That is very different. Do you see that, by the way, the boar next to Hassan's TC? Was that Anfo? I think Anfo lamed a boar there from Hassan. So he's trying to slow Hassan down a little.
I don't see it.
There are green palisades between purple TC and the yellow TC. There are 3 green palisades and a dead boar. Do you see it? It's nothing big. I mean.
Oh yeah, it's 1 boar. Yeah, but Hassan still got his 4 boar, if I'm not wrong. He's got 1 under his town center, and then he's eating 3 on top. And usually I think it's 4 boars per person, right?
Ideally, yes.
So, yeah, I'm confused. I don't know whose boar that is. I think, that boar probably belonged to purple.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's more to the
influences
middle.
war.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, one war is a big deal. You lose so much villager time killing it anyway. It's
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know if it's worth it or not. But
Now there was a lot of flaring on the minimap, so it looks like the US are aware that they can really wall off nicely, and yeah, really showing a stretch from the very west all the way to WAC. Okay, so that is good for them. They have scouted all these important points.
oh, I had my stream on. I forgot. I meant to turn it off. Off now.
No, mind. Okay, let's see what's going on. Whack getting a blacksmith, and what's second building for him? Don't see it yet. Market.
Such an ugly wall between influenza and whack. Like all
Yeah.
they needed is that one little spot, right?
Yeah. Oh well. Okay, B. Myers. Blacksmith market as well. And B. Myers is still open. Oh no, he's not. Never mind. He just walled a bit further behind. And the buildings for Influenza also. Blacksmith market. Hassan, though, going for a stable and blacksmith. So we have 3 players booming and Hassan preparing knights, I guess. Let's check. He's still in feudal, but he can go up. Yep, he just clicked.
He went up too slow, I think. Like in Land Nomad, typically you don't need 30 villagers to go for a fast castle.
Mm-hmm.
Now he did have his boar were kind of behind, but I don't know. I question some of his choices. Like he made a mill on his boar.
Yep.
But I think he could have lured those back to his town center. Maybe with a bit of sheep blocking. So I question that. And then going up with 30 population is, well, 29 now. Did he lose a villager? I thought he was 30.
Yes, he was 30. There was some haggling going on. I just missed it. Where did he lose a villager now? Let's just
Can't
see.
see. But anyway, it's too late. Usually with Chinese, like you can do 25 population to castle age.
Oh,
in
I think he had a sneak villager. Do you see the market for blue? Under that market there is a mill and there's a body. That must have been a sneak villager from. Oh.
Yeah. Now he doesn't even need to sneak because green didn't wall. Actually, some big mistakes from green because Hassan is getting slinged right now.
Yep,
And,
I thought so. With 3 players, blacksmith market and 1 stable, looks like it.
And green is not walling at all, and he's
Oops.
hoping to get a castle up, but he doesn't even have anywhere near enough stone to get the castle up. So you know this is going to be a disaster.
Oops, oops. He 140 stone. I mean, he's kind of heavy on it now with 9 stone miners, but I think, let's check, he's 90% up and Hassan is up already. Oh god, that doesn't look good.
It's gonna be a disaster for him. Now on the other side, Remy is already castle. He hit castle earlier than Hassan, I think, and he's already on B. Myers with +2 knights.
Is there a sling going on too for Remy? I think so. I mean, he has the same as Hassan, more or less. 2 stables, already siege workshop, must be a sling.
Yeah, the Polish Mayan player is slinging.
Blue.
So, oof, painful. B. Myers should have stonewalled, man.
Oops. B. Myers under terrible pressure now. He might even get defeated here if he's not careful. He has his gold miners, but apart from that, the TC is going down. And
Whack is not walling fast enough. So let's see if Remy goes into Whack.
No.
That might be the saving grace if Whack can manage to wall off, but no, it's not gonna happen. He's taking his sweet time.
Now there are 2 tiles walled, but Remy is in. Remy is in. There are 2 TCs next to each other, so knights won't do much, but still he is in. He can harass.
This is turning out really bad for the US team, because when you look at the other side, instead of Hassan going for the Spanish player, basically he could have killed the Spanish player similar to
Now
Myers is dying.
look at B Myers. He ungarrisoned the Wills, getting up a desperate castle, but if the mangonels actually hit the Wills, then oh god.
That castle is dead.
Another shot.
Yeah, and like I said, on the other side, Hassan is not killing his guy, he's trying to help, and that's a problem. If he killed his guy, then it could have been a trade 1-for-1. But instead, he's walking all the way across the map.
Yes, I was just looking into green space, nothing happening, and yeah, Hassan is on his way to B Myers, but still just between Whack and Influenza, not even close.
Yeah, and that's a huge mistake. Like, it would have been okay to trade 1-for-1. Right? They could have had, you know, B Meyer would be dead, but Green would also be dead, and it would be
most probably
somewhat of an even game. But I don't know if the US team can come back from this. Some terrible decision making. Green
started building his castle later than B Myers, so he would have been so much trouble with Hassan hitting him. Yeah.
I don't know, they're gonna need some sort of miracle to be able to win this. B Meyer is making a run for it. He does not want to get
No.
Remy is in with still 2 knights. Oh, does he keep the gate open? I think the gate is still open. Yes, and even the mangonel can enter. No, okay, no, but I think... Did he lose them all, or did they actually...
Yeah.
What? Not even in Wax Town Center. Not even in Wax TC. Yeah, those are the ones I showed earlier. Like, yes, he has those, but the others are... oh god. Okay, Whack, sorry. In Whack space we see Hassan chasing away Remy, so that's something. But B Myers is really out of the game for now. And Green has his castle up, so he is safe for now. Let's check Buniek.
The US team is chatting and it doesn't look like friendly chat. Somebody's unhappy.
Well, if you were B Myers right now, you wouldn't be too happy yourself, I guess. Strong.
Yeah, Hassan's knights are really not doing a whole lot. On the other side, they really were just a waste of time.
Yes. Especially on an 8-player map, it takes ages to run from A to B.
And the gate is open again. Oh, this is painful.
Gate is open, Hassan there only with 3 knights.
This is painful. Because the knights could have been stuck outside and not doing much. Now they're inside doing a lot of damage.
And 2 rams coming up. Hassan is not doing anything on the left-hand side. Yep, Green can build in peace. Critical. It really looks like Grey and Blue are just slinging. I'm not sure what Green is doing. Is he slinging 2 or getting conks out? Nah, yep, I see 2 conks. Okay, Remy pushing. He lost the knights inside, but he has another group ready. Gate is down. Okay, I see the game paused. I'm quickly gonna check the achievements and see who is actually slinging. Want to make sure now. Okay, so Influenza is slinging, Buniek is slinging. And that is it. It is not a double sling. Jam is not slinging, Green is not slinging. Yes, it's only one slinger per team. The others are just booming. Okay, game is continuing. Hassan might lose this here against Remy. Yep, he needs to retreat. Town center down for whack. Running with villagers towards the back. And the two rams are moving in on the next town center. This is bad now for the US. Second player losing ground. I don't see how Wack should defend this. I think the plan was that he would just boom and like build a strong Mongol economy for later on, but now he's defenseless. It's B Myers. Wow, Remy has so many knights still coming up. He's just running around with 3 knights there to distract Hassan, and while he has like 5 times the amount waiting, and Wack abandoned the town center immediately. I think... wow. Remy might just chase him down now. Could take out the last TC for Wack. Oh, never mind, he has a second one. Still. Another win for Remy. Hassan is just losing the knights. It's just houses. Few conks. Yeah, Hassan might need to defend at home now against Green, which is ironic because yeah, Spanish are so slow against Chinese on Land Nomad. Yeah, Wack doing a good job. Rebuilding was really smart, or the best choice to run and get new town centers as soon as possible. Hassan does have a good amount of camels, but I think still Remy has more. Let's check the upgrades. +2 defense, yeah, same upgrades, only +1 attack lacking for both. Still only 2 rams. Is Remy moving in with villagers? He could use a few villagers to drop or something. A siege workshop maybe. Or has the sling stopped? He's kind of low on resources now. Let's check. Oh sorry, that was the point of view from Unfor, my bad. And Green is in. And that is some conquistadors already. Oh, followed up by knights from Xiam. His Persians had a nice boom. He was really untouched all this game, 35 minutes now, so lots of knights, lots of conks moving in on Hassan, who has only 4 units to defend. Let's check here, the big fight between Remy and Hassan. It's 4 camels against 4 knights, so probably a good choice from Remy to retreat for now. But Hassan is busy on different sides now. Cavalier upgrade done for Xiam in grey. Hitting the town center with +4 defense. They might even take it out, even if it's not too many. And 5 more coming in. They split now. Conquistadors harassing Influenza, who was slinging. Yeah, we checked that earlier. So he's not really prepared for it. One Conquistadors, oh god, killing the farmers here. And another Cavalier, that's again I don't know, 8, 10 dead villagers for Hassan. Food, income, actually the entire economy has stopped for Hassan. He was the leading player. All the others are in trouble. B. Myers got pushed out of the game. He's rebuilding. Wack is rebuilding. Influenza was slinging. So this is really a 3 versus 1 right now.
It looks like I missed a lot of the game. Sorry about that.
No problem. I just mentioned that Hassan is basically 3v1 now, if you agree. There's Remy on one side and there is green and grey on his base. Really...
Yeah, it looks really bad for the American team. He's making the right counter unit, Camels counter Knights, but I don't know about 3 versus 1 like you said. That's tough.
Yep.
And at the same time, his allies are still getting damaged, so yeah, they're not really booming.
This is it. There's the GG. Gosh, I would have expected this to last a bit longer, especially on Land Nomad, but this was it.
Well, when I saw that the Polish team didn't wall and the American team walled, I thought, you know, Hassan will be able to get in faster, kill his guy faster, B. Myers will be able to hold, but it didn't work out that way. Surprised.
Nope. Yeah, it was just a palisade. Maybe he could have stonewalled when he reached feudal. Might have kept him safer.
I think Remy played really well. He managed the castle very early. He had a siege workshop up very early. And, you know, knights pumping before, you know, even before B. Myers could hit castle age. That did the trick.
Yeah. Well, and he got slung, right? We've seen that.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
But on top of sling, it's how you use it, right? And he used it right away very effectively.
Yes, he played that really well. He had everything he needed. 2 stables in the beginning and siege workshop, so that was a really fast kill. Well played there.
Yeah.
Well, this is how it went. You guys have seen it. Let's just update the scoreboard. Get the facts right on the stream. So, Poland. That's the 3-2. So, just to explain, it is a round robin stage. Every team plays the other teams in their respective groups, and Poland takes 3 points and the United States take 2 points. So it is not really, let's say, a terrible loss for the United States. They took 2 games from their first match here, which is not bad. Probably unexpected. I mean, Poland beat, was it Japan B in the playoffs, and now against the United States they were probably not the favorites, but oh, look at that. 3-2 for them. We check the achievements. $2,200 military score for Remy, 1,500 for Hassan, and yeah, Xiam and Green increasing here, while Wack was only on 300, probably just from using town centers to kill stuff. Remy killed 79, lost 67, and Hassan was double almost, 60 loss, 120 the other hand. Very powerful boom from Xiam there with Persians. Anfor was actually doing well. Same, pretty much the same as Influenza. And the castle age. Really nice. Wow. Remy had a castle age of 1924, and Hassan, who played basically the same, he was Chinese, there was a sling, but he went up to castle 1 minute 34 to be exact, later.
Yeah, that's what I pointed out, right? He made too many villagers and feudal,
Yes.
and dark and feudal.
Pop 30, yes.
Especially when you're getting slinged, you want to be castle as soon as possible, because economy is not a concern, right? The 3-4 villagers give you more economy, but you don't really care too much, right?
Yes, if you don't need it. I mean, I saw him on 1,200 food, so he could have gone up way faster if he wanted to. I don't know what was holding him back. Maybe the gold, maybe a building, I don't know, but he had almost 1,200 food.
Could have been that they weren't gonna sling before, they decided last minute, or you know, we don't know exactly what it is.
Maybe yeah, the sling was kicking in a bit too late to help him go up. Okay,